Yikes. Uh-oh, did the Marvels just save the MCU, or is the MCU still in shambles? Well, if you're one of those people that makes their decisions based on Rotten Tomato scores, which has since increased to 62%, you're most likely going to say the MCU is still in shambles. But I could also see a lot of people really loving this movie. But doesn't anybody care about what I think? Probably not, but I'm going to tell you anyway because who's going to stop me? I just got back from watching the Marvels, and I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to keep it real and give you my quick, honest, spoiler-free thoughts of the movie. Off rip, I think this movie's dog shit. No, this movie saved the MCU. This isn't what Marvel needed right now. Marvel's back! That was kind of my viewing experience watching this movie. I'm somewhere in the middle, and I think it's a perfectly okay MCU movie. Starting off with the positives, I really loved everything. With Brie Larson, Teyonah Parris, and Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan is the standout. She's a superstar, and I found myself thoroughly entertained in all of her scenes. Teyonah Parris also gets a lot more to do in this movie and shows just how powerful Monica really is, but I think they made a massive improvement in Brie Larson's Captain Marvel character. She felt like she actually had character in this movie, which definitely helps when you have a cast like this surrounding her. I really appreciate what director Nia DaCosta did, picking up the breadcrumbs from Captain Marvel to this movie, and at times they really let her cook with some good camera work. If you haven't seen Little Woods or the Candyman remake, watch them. And this movie really shines when the Marvels are together. All of their interactions with each other is just so damn mwah. And really, they're like the Charlie's Angels of the MCU. Especially with the way that Sam Jackson's Nick Fury is portrayed in this, which I gotta be honest, coming from Secret Invasion to this, tonally just feel like two different characters, but I think for the tone of this movie, he fits. And it's Sam Jackson, motherfucker! I think Zawe Ashton is pretty good for what she's given for this villain. She plays Dar-Benn. Fun fact, Zawe Ashton and Tom Hiddleston are actually married in real life. That's a power couple today. Dar-Benn has a pretty interesting backstory that picks up off of the events of Captain Marvel, and she's obviously a new accuser like Ronan from the Guardians movie, but they never really fleshed that out, and it feels like another cookie cutter villain. I was actually surprised at some of the emotional moments in this movie, but the way this movie's cut and edited just felt really rushed, and we don't really get time to breathe with these emotional moments. Honestly, this movie felt like a patched together film that was originally like 2.5 hours that they decided to trim down to an hour 45. I really felt like this movie could have had like another 20-25 minutes. Now this is the MCU, and there's definitely a post-credit scene, and there's definitely some cameos and some insane ones that are going to have huge ramifications for the MCU moving forward. So stay tuned for those. Oh yeah, and the Flurkins are back. So if you love Goose, you just love cats in general, I think you'll like this movie. All in all, I gave the Marvels 3 stars on Letterboxd. It's okay. I am an MCU comic shill, so I'd probably give it more credit than it deserves. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, like and follow FOMO.